Is it fair? Once again, I said I wanted to tweet this out. Once again, the expectations for Penn State always comes back to Penn State somehow. Watching Jordan Love, as you said, dangerous right now. That team is picking up squad. They're kind of following his lead with his confidence going in. Is it fair to want or expect that type of jump for our guy, 15 and Drew, in our offense, going into his second year under the helm, truly? I know it's not his second year playing, but similar to a Jordan Love situation. Is it fair? Because that's what I want. I want to see him. What'd you say?
Yeah, I mean, I think nothing's fair in life, dude. Like, let's just scratch that. Like, nothing's fair. Like, all the expectations and stuff like that's earned or brought upon for some reason.
Yeah.
And I'm always really careful because I've said this a gazillion times. Like, I really do think the quarterback position is the most dependent position in sports.
Oh, yeah.
So many factors that go into it, right? And like certain jumps can be expected. Like people expecting Bryce Young to go out there and win 10 games with that roster in Carolina is asinine. He's a great player, great talent, but it's just not going to happen. And you've seen that happen over and over and over again throughout the years. You know,
Right.
David Carr, for example, was the next best thing. He goes to Houston, gets the shit kicked out of him for 5 years. And like, you just can't, some things you can't overcome no matter how talented you are.
Situation is very important.
Right. And I think fortunately for Drew, even different from my situation when I was up there, fortunately for Drew, there's a lot of consistency still around him. And there's been some upgrades in some areas, or not upgrades, but some bonuses in some areas with Julian Fleming coming. And now you got Nolan Rucci, you're losing Olu. So you get another potential, big frame, draftable,
Athletic.
obviously depends athletic, how he comes in and fits into the fold in the O-line, but you got someone on the backside there that's going to be able to get the job done. So, for Drew, I think it is fair. I think it is fair to expect a jump. I think he did learn a lot, and how he approaches this offseason, kind of going back to your point of competition, when you watch Bo play all year and the spark that he brought, I think that there is going to be, a little bit of a push with Bo in the back end, especially new offensive coordinator. It's a clean slate with everybody. You got to earn your stripes some way, shape, or form. And obviously, I think Drew's earned the chance, earned the number one spot heading into training camp and spring ball. But it's going to iron sharpen iron type of mentality, and I hope it brings the best out of him. But yeah, I think he does need to jump, and I think everybody needs to jump, right? Ultimately,
everyone,
we're sitting here talking about it, and I think Drew plays a part in that, in bringing everyone else along with him. And that's all part of the maturation process. And I think the benefit is, again, as I've said, they got a chance to kind of just work in the shadows with some low expectations. There's a lot of other noise going on around the conference. So